Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just got done doing a little bit of turbo repair work on this truck, and after running it a couple days, I noticed that it didn't want to crank. Seemed like it wasn't getting all the glow plug circuitry working out. The glow plug harness and all the 8 glow plugs had been replaced probably 2.5 years ago, and it seemed fine prior to doing the work that I performed on it. So maybe I just laid a wiring harness back somewhere it shouldn't be. Maybe it got pinched or something. But I'll show you what it sounds like, how it wants to sound when it's cranking. Okay then, well, I've had the truck sitting in the shop inside my enclosed garage for waiting to get time to where I could start working on it, check it out, investigate. It's probably 44, 45 degrees today, so it actually fired right up then, as you heard. I don't know. Try to clear them codes out, I guess, and then try seeing if they come right back. Maybe I just had a loose connection or something. These are the codes I was getting. PO671, cylinder 1, glow plug, bad. Cylinder 3, and glow plug control module. Let's go ahead and clear those out. Let's see if we can't get them to go away. Clear command sent. Right there, I'm still showing check engine light. We'll read them one more time real quick. I bet it's the same ones that came right back. Alright, now I've got rid of 2 of them. Now it's just showing me that my glow plug control module is not communicating with the PCM. So open that up and let's check that out. Okay, in case you don't know, got a glow plug harness connector right there. That's for that driver side bank. Got a harness right here, or plug in. That's where the harness plugs in, right there. And then my glow plug control module is right down there. Them 2 big square plugs in them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and check both sets of glow plugs while I'm here. I think the DTC I got was for number 1, number 3 cylinder. That would be over on this passenger side. Cylinder number is, driver side has 2468 and passenger side has 1, 3, 5, and 7. But easy way to do it, check without having to pull your glow plugs, check the resistance on them. Get you a multimeter, turn it to ohms, and hook one side to the ground of one of your batteries, whichever one you can reach. And then I disconnected that glow plug harness from here. To do that, it's just got that red tab in. It sits in there like that. You push it out, then you squeeze back here and you pull apart. It's just hard to do with one hand and show you what I was doing, so I had to do it previously. Pull it apart, take the glow plug side of the harness, and stick my ohm meter probe one at a time on each connector there. I should have anywhere from 0.5 ohms all the way up to 2.0 is the acceptable range of ohms. Anything more than that means your glow plug is faulty, and if it was 0, that means you have a direct short, and as well it should be faulty there as well. Take the probe. Okay, that's showing 0.8. Go down one more, shows 0.8 again. Go to the next probe. Okay, now that one's showing 2.9 ohms, so that is higher than our 2. And then go to the next one. Okay, it's showing 3.6. That was, I went back to the previous one, now I'm going to the last one again. I did this earlier, I think it was showing me 3 something as well, now it's only showing me 1.4. That was shortly after I ran the truck, I cranked the truck up. So I don't know if it's got something to do with the temperature of the plugs, because these were showing me 1.3, 1.4 earlier. Now they're only showing me 0.8, 0.9. Try this driver's side. See what I'm getting there. They were showing 1.0 now. They were showing 1.3. So I believe the amount of resistance has to do with the temperature of the glow plugs. And since it's been 30 minutes or so since I cranked it up now, I think the ohms have dropped. But I am still showing that I have this one here open, which I'm going to, I don't know, that's the red wire. Without looking down there where the glow plugs are, I don't know exactly which cylinder that goes to, but I'm going to guess that it is number 3 cylinder, because earlier getting 2 of them on one end were showing like 3 ohms, 3, 3.5, maybe even 4 ohms. And so since my DTC was saying 1, 1 and 3, I believe that would be this. Then I believe the first one with the yellow wire would be cylinder 1 if I had to guess. The next one would be cylinder 3, which is the red wire. So I think the first thing we're going to do is pull it out and try to replace them 2 for now. I'll check my glow plug harness while I'm there. Since that harness is about 2.5 years old, I'll try to get by without replacing a new harness, buying a new harness. A lot of things I've seen and read say that the clips are going to break every time you touch them almost. So I'm going to try to do it where I don't break clips. See if that can help fix the problem. And then I did have these disconnected earlier when I was doing that other project, so I'm going to take them apart and just visually inspect them, see if I can't maybe make a better connection, and hopefully I don't have to end up replacing that glow plug control module as well. Okay, we're going to try to get at these glow plugs by going through the wheel well. I've got to take this wheel well cover off. I'm going to need an 8mm for a couple bolts, and then up top I'm going to need the 10mm. Alright, got to get these 3 bolts off up here. They are 7/16 or 11mm. And got all the bolts and retaining clips out. And then I use the pry bar around the fender like this to try to pop it out. And it should just be able to fall out of there. Make sure the only connection I had this vacuum hose, I believe. Well, no, I had this sensor cable. I had this sensor cable attached. I just had to pop that clip out. That's the only thing wire related that was on there. Now we got the fender out. Alright, now let's look right here. We should be able to see. Alright, should be able to see the glow plugs now. That's number 5, number 7. 3 and 1 should be up there. 3 and 1. We had a problem with number 1 there. We'll try to get that one. Then we had a problem with number 3. We'll try to get that one. Right in there, just hard to see. Right in there. Show you a little trick I'm using to get them pulled out without having to use a special tool. And again, we're going to try not to break them clips. Okay, there's the front one. I reached in and literally all I had to do was pull it out. It was just sitting on top of that glue plug, just barely. So that could have been an issue, but I wasn't getting a code until recently. But my glue plug did still ohm out and show about 4 ohms on it. So now we got to get to that one. Got to get to that one right there. Try. Alright, got to try to get that wire down there where I can grab it. Get the wire wrapped around in that groove there. Try to twist it just so it stays clamped a little bit. Try to take my pliers. Alright, I've got that wire around there. Now I just wiggle, 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 and it pops out, pulls out. Okay, then the glow plug's in there. We'll get the wrench on there. Since I don't plan on taking these other glow plug harness off, I don't think they're defective. Okay, it takes a 10mm deep to get in there on that glow plug. Get it broke loose. Okay, I'm going to use these Motorcraft glow plugs. There's part number. Got the glow plugs back in. Number 1, number 3 there. Okay, put the harness back in. So tight with this heater box right here. Hard for me to see. Or if you see what I'm doing. Push it in till that O-ring snaps. Do that next one. Push it all the way in until it pops. O-rings good and seated. Oh, there's like no room in there. Alright. While I was in there, I noticed that I've got a burnt, what I believe to be a vacuum line. That's probably explains why my 4-wheel drive wasn't working. Gonna get that fixed while I've got everything opened up right here. The glow plug control module's right there. It's a little easier to get to that bottom bolt now. It's not all that hard from the top side. But if I want to take it off, I can take it off right there and inspect them pins. Well, I've got everything out before I get cranked back up. Pull that glow plug control module off just so I could check these probes a little easier. The green is the odd side. The black plug is the even side. So green is going to be this passenger side modules or passenger side glow plug harness, and then that black one's going to be the driver's side. I just snapped this pink thing off real quick. Inspect them terminals, make sure they're not spread apart, make sure they look like they'll make good contact, and then I can check the glow plug terminals to make sure, see what my ohms are there, see if we're in range now that I've changed them other 2 out. Your glow plugs are going to be here, there, there, and there. So it's not, you'd think it'd be all outside ones, or be some kind of pattern like that. All of them look the same potentially, but it's not. Here's a glow plug. There's a glow plug. That one goes to a glow plug. And this one goes to a glow plug. So, go ahead and check them with my ohm meter again. Getting about 0.8. About 0.9 there. One 1.1. And about 0.9 to 1.0 there. So I think I've got my glow plug problem at least fixed. And I'm going to plug this control module back up and see if I can't delete that code and see if we can get by without having to buy that control module. If that code still comes back, more than likely I got to get a new control module. Got the glow plugs changed out, and all I did on that glow plug controller, I just took it apart, inspected it, and didn't see anything wrong with it, and then just pushed all the clips back in there, or pushed the connectors back in there, made sure that they were totally secure, clicked in good, and I don't have any lights anymore. So I think the 2 glow plugs fixed my problem, even though I was getting a glow plug controller module failure. Maybe we just had a loose connection or something. Alright, thanks for watching. Stick around, see what we get into next.
Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.